count them, 5 terrible websites that you just have to copy. Now on its own, an ugly website's not going to do you any good, but the ones I'm going to talk about today actually work. They're not failures, but you can learn a lot from failures. So if ugly websites disturb you and they make you feel ill, you're going to want to get a basin to throw up in, because these are some of the worst websites as far as appearance you'll ever see, and yet they're still successful. Hey, thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that subscribe button, turn it from red to gray, and ring the bell, turn on all bell notifications so that you're notified each and every single time I go live. Now take a deep breath. We're going to go through all these ugly websites, but you're going to learn something. By the end of this video, you're going to know some things that you can actually use to improve your website based on these ugly ass websites. So let's get going. Okay, I'm going to put the first one on the screen now. Are you ready? Hang on, here goes. Superior Web Solutions. Woo, look at that website, would you? Where do you start? I mean you just don't run Flash, right? Why does it make the list? Well, this is dull, poorly written website. The copy's barely literate. The design doesn't so much scream as multiple Y2K as when I looked at it before, but oh my gosh, it's horrible. It is just terrible on this particular website. As you soon look at it, you're going to see what they do. They make websites. What? When you look at the sites that are held up as the epitome of design, it's sometimes difficult to tell what it is they actually do, and the copy is even less help than the imagery. It may be grammatical in English, but in many cases it's such an afterthought to a million cool design gimmicks that it doesn't come out above the fold, as we say. We do X, okay? Okay, so where it's gone into, it often kind of looks like, ooh, this right here. How about that one? Okay, but when it comes to Superior Web Solutions, it's crystal clear, right? Okay, and the next one, Aint Wet, touch start. What the heck? How do they, what I don't get it. How does this even make the list? Well, it's an example of web design trend called brutalism. Brutalism isn't meant to look brutal. It comes from the French word brute, which means raw. Often brutalistic websites feature clashing neon colors, garish typography, and a whole bunch of classic design errors. So far, so abstract, and there are a lot of brutalist websites that look awful and are awful. But you know what? One of them is actually the Yale School of Art's unnavigatable, incomprehensible monstrosity of this right here. Look at that. Do you like that or what? But the reason Aint Wet makes the list is that you'd have to have your monitor switched off to miss their CTAs. The whole homepage is a CTA. Okay, this is design at work. It's brute, but not because it's big and square and the kind of ugly in an interesting way, but because it passes every quick and dirty test of solid design. Squint test, check. Person is drunk test, yeah, probably don't ask me that one. Now if you're wondering, when you click through, what do? You get this right here. Look at that. Every option a user has on the site is marked like a fire door. Aesthetically, you're going to love it or hate it, but you're not going to have to hunt for the cancel button. Not at all. Okay, it's there. The next one I want to talk about is Lings Cars. Look at this. Whoa, look at Lings Cars. For the best results, leave the page open a minute or two to see a drag act perform in the whole of the Shangri-La's leader of the pack in the background. I'll wait. You can go check that out. No, don't do it later. Don't do it now. Okay. Now, why does it make the list? Because it's a Chinese-born, UK-based car rental businesswoman, Ling Valentine, who has one of the most appalling websites I've ever seen, hands down. She will update the website to make it worse and worse and worse. And here's another one she's done right here. What do you think of that? Top cheap lease cars in Spain. What the heck? Pretty bad, but it gets worse. Check out this one here. She now did this one. A Mercedes C-Class. What the heck is this? Had enough? Here's another one right here. There's another one that's updated. Hoi boy. But she must be doing something right because she gets an amazing amount of traffic. Check out the traffic right here. Hrefs 110,000 link. Look at all these stats. I mean, she's killing it, and it's all organic, and it's worth a ton of money. Not bad for a site that's registered in Gateshead to Ling's husband John, whom she met in Finland while failing an MSc in wood chemistry. Yes, Finnish is very hard to learn, apparently. Now here's a posting she put online. You know, it may look pretty terrible, but look what she put here. It's exactly halfway through February, and today I will exceed 100,000 unique web visits for the month. Web visits are oxygen to my sales. She's got this stuff figured out, guys. She really does. Ling turned over $106,192,200 in 2015. Her figures. And what's a website to do? It's supposed to make money. Here you go. This website may look a little familiar to you. We are looking at Craigslist. It is some text, but quite a lot of it. Now, why does it make the list? Well, because Craigslist is the best of a slew of websites like the Drudge Report that were basically a page full of text links. Click them to go to another page of text. This is like, I don't know, web 0.5. Even the name is as designed backwards as you could get. It's called Craigslist because it's Craigslist. Craig Newmark started the site in 1995 and then basically didn't change it. He didn't really need to. Craigslist is monumentally successful. Ahrefs estimates the value of its organic traffic at $206 million. It turned over $690 million in 2016 alone, a 75% jump in the previous year without spending a penny on advertising or marketing. So say what you want to say, but Forbes values Craigslist conservatively at $3 billion. Now we've seen some pretty bad sites. They're ugly, they're awful, they're offensive. Some of you may have already vomited. I'll let you wipe your mouth right now because I'm getting ready to show you the worst of the worst of the worst of the worst. You're not going to believe how bad this site is. Some of you may have seen this site. Let me know in the comments if you've ever seen this site before, but it is ugly. Here we go. You ready? I'm gonna put it up on the screen. Boom, there it is. Google. It made the list. Wait, what? Why would it make the list? Every other site on the list, I had to justify why it made the list, right? The reason it's awful and that you're looking at right into Google's face is Google is not like that. This time I have to answer what on earth makes you say Google is a terrible website. Well, for starters, like Craigslist, Google hasn't changed much since the 90s. Okay, here's Google's homepage in 1998. Doesn't look much different, does it? It's different for sure, but compared to how different the web looks now to then, it's hardly changed at all, guys. For comparison purposes, here's Yahoo's homepage in 1998. Okay, looks pretty bad, right? Different. Yahoo and most other search engines focused on throwing the whole internet at you as soon as you opened it, but Google, they stuck to a search box, and that's it. Now desktop search engine market share shows this. Look at Bing, look at Baidu, look at Yahoo, look at Ask, look at AOL, look at Excite, look at the others. Okay, but look at Google, 78.78%, because it's simple. Could being simple actually help your website? I think it might. I think being simple could help. I think there's something to learn from all these websites. My stomach's still upset from looking at some of them. I apologize. I feel a little woozy. Oh my God, some of those sites. At least Google's website didn't make me sick. The other ones, they made me sick. But there's something to be learned from it. A lot of them, if you notice, constantly changed what was going on. That Lings site thing constantly changed. A lot of them didn't change at all. Look at Google, didn't change a bit. And they were very simplistic about what they were doing. They were saying just this one thing. Just do this one thing here. If you want to cancel, there's a big cancel button there. but it draws people in. So learn from these sites, learn from what worked for them. What is your vision? Do people get to your site and they don't have a clue what you do? Most all of those sites, we knew exactly what they were doing. We knew exactly what they were offering, and we could find what we wanted by clicking some monstrosities, but we could find what we were looking for. Does your site do that? Go back through this video again, look at all those sites, pick out those peculiarities, go to those sites, look at what they're doing, see what's happening on their site, and you can implement some of this on your site and get better results too. I hope you enjoyed this video. I also have a course for you. It's a $97 course. Below, click the link and learn. No credit card required. All you gotta do is click and learn. Real simple. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that red button down there, turn it gray, and don't forget, ring the bell, turn on all bell notifications so you're notified each and every single time I go live, and you can join me on one of those lives. It'll also notify you when I upload a pre-recorded video. Thanks so much for listening. This is my last video of the day. I hope I put enough energy into it. Love you guys. Talk to you real soon.